So 2 wires come out of your baler. So they come along through a single block on 1 wire. And then the way I've routed them on this tractor is just in through the back window, through the seal. Now, inside you'll see there's a little box. You can just see the green light. So currently the electrical control box is just being held in with a zip tie. Again, it would vary per tractor. This is just purely for demonstration. So coming out on the other side, the wires come down out of the door, just round the cab again, making use of the seal. So again, with this tractor, straight round the cab corner post. Now, for this particular tractor, I've just zip tied it onto one of the bonnet strut support points, which again is just, that brings it inside of the bonnet and then just runs down the side of the engine. Again, currently got it zip tied to a power steering pipe, again, so it's out of the way. So once I've got it all hooked up, I can safely shut the bonnet, knowing it's not going to catch any wires. So those bonnet wires are all tucked in behind the bonnet cover now, except for back here behind the exhaust, which is more guarded by the exhaust itself. So again, coming down, again, just gently curling around. No, trying to avoid any sharp corners. Now again, so that comes down to a junction box. So what I've done with this is I've literally, again, just zip tied it to the battery clamp, again, just to stop it from flopping about. And then your 2 wires that come out of it, they're going directly to the battery. So in this case, red will be live, and then your black, which turns to blue, it goes to your earth on your battery. And they've literally just held in by clips. Switched on now, runs in 540 PTO speed, just on idle at the moment. So coming back to your box, this would be in your cab. So push and hold your button, which in turn opens the back door. Now the moment you let go of that button, that door is going to shut. So in your front panel, you have your rolls of twine. Again, this is only a demonstration wiring twine. So your first twine reel would be in your left side as you're looking at it, with a second one in the right. Now you want to take the inside of this reel and pull it along this. Now the next reel, you want the inside of it, come through that little hole, and it will attach to the outside of this reel. Now it comes through a little clamp that should only just be holding the wire. Round a little bearing which rotates at 90 degrees. And then you've got your positioning wheel, which in turn controls the position of your arm. As I move that arm moves. Comes around clockwise. Again, depending on how many rolls of string you want on the bale. Smaller one is less, bigger one is more. Come back off over the top of this wire. Round another 90. And into your tying chamber. So again, comes under another bearing. Then it comes along over the top of this bearing, through the guard, and then down through the flap. demonstration purposes, I'm going to remove the string from the wheel. So we know that would be on there. So what will happen, as you're going along, you're picking grass up. What will happen is when it reaches density for the bale, or near density, this will trigger automatically. It will do that, and which in turn, it will pop that little bracket off as it reaches density. That bracket will pop, and what will happen is this will pull out of the clamp that is in, which in turn, that arm will drop straight down. Once it drops down, it's going to be in contact with this micro switch, which in turn sounds the alarm. That alarm will go non-stop until that micro switch is depressed. So, as you're going along, your arm drops in, it starts feeding it, and then your alarm goes. That means your arm has dropped, so you need to turn around, keep an eye on this arm. You want to keep going, but be ready to dip your clutch, so your PTO is spinning, you're not moving. Once you see this arm start to rise up, or you're listening for the alarm to stop. Once the alarm stops or that starts to rise, you need to stop moving. That means your baler is fully formed and it's begun the wrapping process. So what will happen? This arm will rise all the way up, past vertical, to about 11, half past 11 on a clock face. And then it will start to move back, and then you'll get a little bit of a free fall. The moment you see that free fall, the bale is done. It's cut the string. That looks nice down there. Once that has free fell, so to speak, that is when you push your button. So push and hold, you let your bale exit the chamber, let your bale chamber full, and what you'll see is this bracket will have moved back slightly when the door is open. You're going to keep an eye on this and wait for it to move forward and stop. So if I open the door now, once that has moved forward, your back door has locked again via these two hooks. There's one on each side. Once you're at that point, you can start moving again.